While retail is chasing today's 11% gap, the Muskonomy just hit its structural pivot. Intel is currently testing $56, driven by Elon's 1 terawatt annual compute goal. But if you're just seeing this now, you're reading a book that started back in September. Let's look at the breadcrumbs. Look here, September 18th, the Nvidia shock when Jensen Huang dropped $5 billion into Intel. He wasn't saving a rival, he was securing the foundry for the next decade of AI. And this was the foundation. This volume spike was the first sign that the legacy Intel narrative was dead. The smart money wasn't buying a chip maker, they was buying a sovereign supply chain. And by November, the headlines were quiet, but the tape was screaming. Look at this volatility squeeze. This wasn't indecision, this was absorption. Institutional money was quietly stepping in during the silence, positioning for the Terafab while retail was looking the other way. If you aren't watching the breadcrumbs, you're just gambling on the headlines. And now we hit the Musk gap. Elon's Terafab requires 1 terawatt of compute per year. That's the entire power capacity of the United States grid built in a single fab. To survive that thermal load, you need Intel's 18AP process and PowerVia technology. The $14.2 billion Apollo buyback on April 1st was the final forensic signal. The handshake was just a formality. But Intel is just the physical layer. I've mapped out the 5 shadow stocks, the connectivity and LAN players that ride this 12 trillion wave. Tickers like DXYZ for the direct SpaceX link and ASTS for the orbital validator. But a forensic warning here, don't get blinded by the hype. DXYZ is a proxy fund. It currently trades at 42% premium to the actual asset net value. You're paying for the access, but if the premium collapses, it won't matter how well SpaceX is doing. And ASTS, it's a binary bet. If those Bluebird satellites don't hit their 2026 launch targets, the floor is a long way down. So if you missed the entry point for Intel in November, don't miss these, but trade them with a stop loss, not a prayer. You can find the latest news and insights at mystockharbor.com. Keep your course steady, guys.